So how did you create Stella?
Oh, do you know Dog with Two Tails in Dunedin?
I do.
So, do you know Lads on Tour?
No.
Okay. So there's a cabaret series in Dunedin and Christchurch
Mm-hmm.
called Lads on Tour, and so that's how I started doing cabaret stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we did a show at Taste Merchants, which I don't know if that
I don't know that
exists
place
anymore.
either. Is that in Dunedin?
In Dunedin.
Okay.
I don't know if it exists anymore. So there's a little venue in Dunedin, and we did a cabaret there.
Yep.
And then we went to Dog with Two Tails for a drink afterwards.
Yep.
And I was just chatting to the bar staff and trying to be like, I need a name. I don't have a name. I'm
Yeah.
just doing what I do, but I need a whole
Yeah.
nother persona to kind of make it a real thing. And so Stella came from like the stars. Dalor came from Alor and Tulor. So there's kind of like, I don't know, this like whole illusion that I'm gonna like draw you in, and I don't know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
eat you
Alluring
or
someone.
something.
And, yeah.
yeah.
Like a siren.
Like
Dang.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then from there it kind of the name was created, and then the personality kind of grew a lot from that
Ah, okay.
as I like.
So it's a work in
performed more
progress.
And yeah, it like I guess a bit less now.
Pretty
like it's
defined now.
Yeah, it's a pretty kind of established character.
Yeah.
Whereas like back then it was like, yeah, that sounds cool. We'll just do that.
When you were creating this character,
Mhm.
did you like kind of write it down as you were going, like actually
I have
making it concrete?
So I worked with a photographer,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to kind of give her an idea of what I was about. So I wrote like a bio about like what I do. Yeah. And so then I sent that to her to be like, this is what I want to capture in these photos. And from there, I've written it down for bios to like advertise myself for shows.
Yeah.
And if a producer's like, what do you do? Who are you? Something that I can kind of flick off and be like, this is
Almost like a press release, kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Right.
Almost, yeah.
And so you wrote that yourself, or did
Yeah.
you get anyone else involved? Yeah. So you've done most of it yourself,
Yeah.
the character development.
Yeah, lots of it. It's definitely been like a journey, like performing with Lads on Tour is definitely where I started, and definitely what kind of grew me as a performer and grew this character to a place that I could take it to Melbourne and be like, hi, I'm this established kind of
Yeah.
performer that has this established character.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah,
Have you got any other characters, or just the one character?
that's the one.
Yeah. Is that
Yeah.
something you've ever considered doing, expanding
Kind of.
characters?
I don't know. I don't really know what I do that for.
Mm.
Maybe one day. Lots
Yeah.
of people rebrand and things, so
Yeah, right.
we'll see how we go.
Would you have any advice into how you would, if someone wanted to develop a dancing character and use it for, well, not necessarily cabaret dancing, but just dancing in general?
Depends. It depends what you want to do. Like I wouldn't, if I was like a professional ballerina, I wouldn't.
Not necessarily.
No, not necessarily. But for example, for burlesque and cabaret, it's quite common to you create a stage name and then it's almost like being a different person when you perform.
Yeah.
Like you almost kind of lose.
An alter ego, like you're saying.
Yeah, but like I don't worry about like the washing and the dishes and what I'm gonna have for dinner.
Yeah,
When
right.
I'm there, I'm kind of just very engaged in what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
that's kind of, I guess, why it's another character.
Well, it kind of reminds me of, if I could make a comparison to sports, like whenever we were about to play a rugby game or something, it was like boots on, switch on.
Yes,
So it's kind of like
that's
wig on,
so-
character on.
it's so true. Yeah. And like we'll put the makeup on and still kind of not feel quite there, and then I'll put the wig on and yeah, I'm like, yeah, she's here, ready to go. Like